Hello, my fellow Cowboys fans, and welcome to another edition of Cowboys Imperial Report. I am the Emperor Marcus Aurelius Maximus, and on this edition, we're going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers this Saturday night on NFL Network. On Cowboys Imperial Report, we're delighted to have none other than De Leon. That will be coming up later in the show. Right now, I feel that the Dallas Cowboys they had their wake up call Sunday, and coming into Saturday night's game, they're going to be ticked. They're going to be ready to take on these pesky Panthers and crush whatever dwindling playoff dream this Carolina team may have. Matt Moore is a guy that we know, so perhaps this Saturday night we will have our version of Sean Payton's absolute embarrassment of Tony Romo. Maybe Wade Phillips and the Dallas Cowboys will be able to do that to Matt Moore. Now we have to get to a very important segment, which is De Leon calling us here on Cowboys Imperial Report. Welcome to Cowboys Imperial Report, De Leon. How you doing after the
How you doing, Sam?
How you doing the day after the Eagles loss?
I'm doing good. Just kind of get over that loss in Philadelphia. Just kind of think positive, you know? It's the only thing you can do as a fan.
Yeah, it's been horrible for me. But we got to move on to the Carolina game. So with that said, what will it take for a Cowboys victory this Saturday night?
What will it take?
Yes.
The key is the scoring on that first drive. First drive that we get, we gotta score 3 points or 7 points, because I've been noticing that every time we don't score on that first drive, we struggle and have a hard time winning the game. So that's going to be key. We have to run the ball effectively. Have to have more than 20 rushes. Not pass the ball as much as we did that last game, and control the clock for over 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's the key.
What would it take for a Cowboys loss? Hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, what would it take for a Cowboys loss?
It's the opposite. If we don't score on the first drive, we're in trouble. It's going to be a long game.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we'll lose the game, but if we don't score on that first drive, it's going to be a long game. And then if you include interceptions and fumbles, it'll be a repeat of the Eagles game. So we don't want that.
Yeah.
Pretty much, the opposite of what I said, for a Cowboy win.
Okay, Roy Williams got suspended for his horse collar tackle on Donovan McNabb this Sunday. Do you agree with his one-game suspension?
Well, I don't agree with it. I think it was excessive, because I think he's only done it one time this year. But I think you should know better, since they made that rule because of the game. So, yeah, it was excessive, but it's one of those things where I think he should have known better. The problem with that is it happens when Watkins gets hurt, and now we're down 2 safeties. So everybody wanted Roy Williams to get benched, and now he gets benched. But now we're saying, oh shoot, we're down 2 safeties now. So.
Right. It came at a very inopportune time.
Yeah, it came at a bad time.
Well, with this injury now to Pat Watkins and Roy Williams getting suspended, who would you have start in Roy Williams' place?
Well, I would have Watkins, but since he's hurt and we know those ankle sprains, it's better if he rests. So Watkins has to rest that ankle. Courtney Brown is going to have to pull it. I'm thinking he's going to probably end up starting.
You don't think Keith Davis will start?
I've been hearing that Courtney Brown is probably going to end up starting. I know he's a rookie, but
Okay. How do you feel about Terry Glenn's return? Do you think he's going to return this Sunday?
Yeah, I think he is. I'm optimistic that he's going to play against Carolina and possibly Washington, depending what happens against the game at Green Bay. So he's going to play against Carolina. I know that. If for some reason, Green Bay beats Chicago, which I doubt, then he's going to help us out against Washington. So yeah, I'm optimistic that Glenn is going to play. And if for some reason, like I said, we don't need him against Washington, then he's going to help us out a lot in the playoffs.
Okay. Should Tony Romo ever bring a chick to a game ever again?
Well, I don't think he has any control over that. I'm sure there's plenty of girls that are after him right now.
Yeah, not including
he has no control
the
over
ones
that.
on our blog.
The thing is that I think Jessica Simpson had been there a couple of times. It's just the first time that they actually spot her. So we got to make sure that the media doesn't spot her, because then it's just like what happened against the Eagles. So she has no control over that.
Well, thanks for being on Cowboys Imperial Report, De Leon. You're always welcome.
Yeah, I thank you for having me, and once again, it was a pleasure being here on the Imperial Report, and it was also an honor sitting right by you at that game against the Patriots.
Same here. Same here.
It was, you know how I am now, so pretty much, that I'm pretty optimistic. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'll stay with the Cowboys until the last second, especially the way Romo has been playing. There's no reason for us to think negative. I'm going to think positive, until the last second.
Right.
So like I said, it was an honor sitting with you at that game, and it's an honor at this Imperial Report too. All right?
All right.
Anything you need, let me know.
Okay. All right. Thanks, De Leon. We'll talk to you later. The Emperor's prediction for this game is 31-17 Dallas Cowboys over the Carolina Panthers. It was great talking to you guys again. I will see you on Saturday night on Cowboys Imperial postgame show presented by Genco Olive Oil Company with special guest Barbarific from the blogs. Take care, my fellow Cowboys fans, and always have faith, no matter what the naysaying schmucks may say to you. See you later.